The SSC has brought many changes and has introduced a completely different pattern of all the subjects involved in the recent examinations, right? We are seeing the current, we have currently seen the SSC selection post examination. We are also simultaneously observing the SSC steno examination which was conducted today. So there are constant changes which are happening. So we can only think that what exactly or at what level the changes are going to be implemented in the CGL examination. So to cover the same, we have started this practice series, right? So I've brought this session for you. So I'll take you through the primary objective of this session, what we are going to do today, and then we'll quickly start the session right away, right? So hit the like button right away, share this session across platforms wherever you're a part of, so that others can also benefit from the same, and do leave your comments. Now, if I talk about the session objective, today's objective is to practice questions based on the new pattern. Now, the new pattern is not completely extremely new or something drastically has changed. Just that some topics which were there, which were dormant in the syllabus so far, have now been reintroduced. Questions are being asked again. Questions from the old format are being asked again. And questions from other parallel examinations are also seen. Questions like input-output, which was a part of banking or railways, is also being introduced in the SSC examinations now. So there will be changes. Also, it is more prevalent to, it is more common to your tier 2 examination. So we'll be covering all that in the regular upcoming sessions as well. Okay. So today we'll not bring a lot of change, but slightly we'll try to change our concept. Okay. Now before I begin, crisp information for you that the new pattern, the new interface which has been implemented by SSC has been, has been brought into force in all Oliveboard mocks right now for you. So I'll just show it quickly to you. So if I just look at any mock, any CGL mock for SSC, you can just look at this, take test, click on this, and this is the new complete interface ready for you. Okay, exactly as per what is happening right now. So this is the complete interface. Go through this because your muscle memory also needs to be completely fine and perfectly in track before you actually sit for your final examination. So practice as many questions as you can from this. Some of you might be having a question that I have already exhausted all my mocks. So what do I do? So for you also, Oliveboard has enabled the reattempt feature. This is exclusively available for your SSC Super Elite subscribers, and maximum up to 2 times you can reattempt the same mock. Okay, now we'll start right away without wasting any of your time. This is the very first question and I'll be introducing a timer here. So not everything is going to be difficult, don't worry about that. Okay, so we need to arrange them into a dictionary order, right? We'll right away look at the options. Always look at the vertical arrangement of the options, guys. Okay, so if you look at this, the first word is going to be word number 2 only, so we don't look at this only. The next one is 3 and 1. So between devoted and devastating, what do you think will come first? Obviously devastating will come first. So this is gone. Okay, 2, 3, 1. The next one is between 4 and 5. So between diaphragm and diagnose, what will come first? Obviously diagnose will come first, 5 will come first. So this is gone, and between 4 and 6 it will be the deciding factor. Different and diaphragm, obviously diaphragm will come first, so 4 will come first. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, cool. Next, quant based questions have been introduced here. Now, quant-based questions were always a part of your SSC examinations in the reasoning section also. What they used to do is some simple questions from quant, because they used to give good level questions in the quant section, so they still did not have any scope to ask the simple questions. So they used to put those questions in the reasoning section only. Maximum up to 2 you can see. Okay. So let's look at this one now. Ramesh's present age is 7 years more than that of his wife Sangeeta. After 6 years, Ramesh's age will be 3 times that of his son Mayank. If Mayank's present age is 10 years, what is the present age of Sangeeta? They need the present age of Sangeeta. This is Mayank, this is Sangeeta, this is Mayank's father or Sangeeta's husband. That is who? Ramesh. Okay, now Mayank is 10 years old. Okay, we are talking 6 years later. 6 years later, Mayank is going to be 16, so this guy is going to be 48. Okay, and Ramesh's present age is 7 years more than that of his wife. So what is his present age? His present age is 42. Okay, so if his present age is 42, his age is 7 years more than that of his wife, so his wife is 35. So what is his wife's age? 35. It's very simple. Nothing needs to be done here. Okay, a lot of people get into forming equations and all, not required. You just represent it in the form of a table and get your answers. Cool? Next. This is an interesting one actually. This is actually a 10th standard question. 10th standard linear equations question. There are a lot of developments which are coming today also from the SSC Steno centers. So we are constantly monitoring that, and accordingly we'll keep bringing the changes in future as well, so that you are ready for whatever may come your way. Don't think and don't restrict yourself into what has been asked in selection post only, because it may not be 100% correct, right? Okay. Any answers you can put it in the chat box as well, guys. If you have any answers, you can just share it in the chat box, okay? Alekhya was born a year after her mother's marriage, okay? Her father is 2 years older than her mother, but 25 years older than Alekhya. So, Alekhya, Alekhya's mother, Alekhya's father. Okay? Who is 6 years old? So, Alekhya is currently 6 years old and the father is 25 years older than Alekhya, so he is 31. And the mother is 2 years, so this is 29. Now, they are asking her what age did the mother get married? So, the mother got married 6 years ago, Alekhya was born. So, -6 and -1. So, her mother got married at the age of 22. Option D is the right answer. Okay. Cool. Next. Calendar I haven't seen anywhere, but you never know. Okay, a lot of students, I purposefully haven't added any image based questions here, because a lot of students are having a notion that they will not ask image based at all, that the interface is not capable to handle images. That is why no questions are there. Don't be, conclusive very fast. You never know, they may have reserved the most difficult image based questions for CGL examinations. Because if they are showing you that, steno and selection post we are taking at a certain level, CGL probably will increase it. That's just a chance I am telling you. I am not saying that the paper will become very difficult, but you will find 60% of it will be doable and easy, 65-60%. The remaining will be slightly challenging than before. Earlier 85 to 90% was very easy and doable. Now that is not the case. So for that you need to be available, you need to be ready with all the variations. Okay. Let's look at this one now. 19th June 2001 was a Tuesday. What day will be 14th August 2007? Pretty easy. 7 minus 1 is 6. And any leap years in between. So we have 2004 and 2008. We have, 2004 is in between, right? So we have 1 leap year. So we have 7 odd days. Remainder with 7 is 0. Okay. Correct. Now, from this, by doing this, you have come to 19th June. I am just trying to explain this to you. So, this is 19th June 2007. Now, in 2007, from the month of June, how many days are you left with? There are 30 days in June. 19 have already gone, so we are left with 11 days. 11 remainder with 7 is 4. In the month of July, we will take the complete month, so 3. In the month of August, we will take the complete month. Sorry, in the month of August, we only have to go till 14th. 14th remainder with 7 is 0. Now 4 plus 3, 7. Again 7 remainder with 7 is 0. I am writing everything, you don't have to. final answer is 0. So add 0 to Tuesday, you'll get your answer as Tuesday. Okay, you have to be quick about this. Cool. Just to give you some variation, that's it. Just keep in touch. So the idea is understand the frequency of the questions in whatever examinations are happening. Focus more on those areas, but don't completely eradicate focus from the other areas as well. Just keep on touching the other areas slightly here and there. So that will give you a fair idea and you'll be better prepared and more confident. Okay, in the end, specifically in the end of the session today, excellent new variations I have added here. Questions which you have not seen anywhere. Okay, so those questions related to critical reasoning, emotional intelligence and ethical dilemma. So you'll wait with me till the end and you'll see challenging questions which we'll be handling. And you will learn how easy they can be, right? So 14th March 2007 was a Wednesday. What day of the week will be 17th June 2013? 13 minus 7 is again 6 years. And leap years directly you can count in between. So we'll have 8 and 12. We'll have 2 leap years. So 8 remainder with 7 is 1. That's it. Now after that you have reached 14th March 2007. So in the month of March, how many days are you left with? So 31 days are there. 31 minus 14 is 17. So 17 remainder with 7 will give you 3. Month of April you will have 2. Month of May you will have 3, and the month of June we will have only till 17 again. So 17 remainder with 7 will give you 3. 3 2 5, 3 3 6, 5 6 11 plus 1 12. 12 remainder with 7 is 5. So we'll add 5 to Wednesday. 3 plus 5, 8 minus 7, 1. So we have Monday as our correct answer. Okay, cyclic addition. I have taught this in one of my YouTube shorts. Very good, very good, very good. I can see answers. Okay, Harshit, I'll do that. I'll come back to the question. Don't worry, okay? Specifically for you, I'll come back to the question. We are focusing more on the practicing part here, but I'll explain it to you what I have done, right? So that it's clarified. Once you're done with this, I'll go back there. Okay, here what exactly is happening is, which of the conclusions are true? So H equal to F. Can I say that? No, obviously not. And J is greater than G. Yes, J is definitely greater than G. So only conclusion 2 follows. Simple. Option C is the right answer. SSC CGL Tier 2. Okay, inequalities even in Tier 1 is a must now. So I'll just explain this to you again. Okay. Will that work? Harshit, stay with me quickly. So what I'm doing here is I'll just explain whatever I've written here. So this is the date they have given. This is the date they are asking. Basically our main principle, our main purpose is to find how many days have passed in between, and we take a remainder with 7. Why? Because every 7 days the days as it is going to repeat. If today is Monday, like today is Wednesday, 7 days later again it will be Wednesday, 7 days later again it will be Wednesday, 14 days later, 42 days later, 21 days later, any multiple of 7 days later it will be Wednesday again. So we'll divide it by 7 and we'll only take the remainders. That is where the days will change, right? So how we are counting it is, we are counting the number of years first. Why? Because every normal year has 1 odd day, okay? And every leap year has 2 odd days. So we see 13 minus 7, 6 years have passed. So each 6 years has 1 odd day definitely. Out of these 6, there will be some leap years also. So we have 2008 as a leap year and 2012 as another leap year in between. So 2 leap years are there. So they will have extra odd day each. So 2. So 6 plus 2, total 8 odd days in these years. Okay. So we have just taken the remainder with 7. So 8 divided by 7, remainder is 1. 7 1s are 7, we subtract, we get 1 here. This is 1. Okay. Cool. Now after doing this, what exactly is happening is, you are traveling from here to the date 14th March 2013. Now you have to travel from here to here. So once the years are the same, you have to travel from month to month. Okay. In the month of March, there are total 31 days. And I have done with 14. How many are left? 17 are left. So 17, remainder with 7 is 3. 7 into 2 is 14, 17 minus 14 is 3. Then April, there are 30 days. So again 30 remainder with 7 is 2. 7 into 4 is 28, 30 minus 28 is 2. May is 31, so 3. Okay, 31 minus 28 is 3. And June we have to go only till 17th, right? So 17 June again for 17 days there are 3 odd days only. Now how many odd days are there in total? So 3, 3, 6, 2, 3, 5. 11 and this one here. So total 12 odd days. Again we take a remainder with 7. So technically we are only left with 5 important days which will bring the change. Nothing else. Everything else is cancelled in repetition. So we add that 5 to this Wednesday. Now Wednesday is the 3rd day of the week. So we have 3rd day plus 5 more days. So we will be having 8th day. Anything greater than 7, just subtract 7. So you will get 1. The first day of the week is Monday. So Monday will be my correct answer. Now all this has to go on at the back of your mind. I have already taught this in some of my sessions. You can go and check those if you have not. Okay. Let's come back here. Hope that solves your question. Harshit, does that answer your question? Yes. What you can do is, if you still did not understand, go through the explanation once again in the recorded version. You will be able to get it. Okay. Again, they are asking us statement conclusion based inequality. So B is greater than F. The moment we see this opposite directions, B will not go further. So B is not related to D onwards. So this is not true. C is less than A. No, you can clearly see here A is greater than equal to C. I can say C is less than equal to A, but not less than A. I will not be sure about this. So neither conclusions follow. It's that simple. Okay. Resist the urge of feeling that, you know, this may be correct. Next. They are asking you the jumbled form. So this is a jumbled form basically. What needs to be, in what order should we arrange these numbers, these letters, so that we get the correct word. Now a lot of you will see that reactive is already given, but reactive is not there. There is no word as reactive here. If you look at the letters and if you can figure out the words, very good. First thing will make it very easy. Okay. If you can't, you'll have to go by the options. If you go by the majority options, you will see that 4, 1. So it's starting with C and R. Now think. So a lot of you will get it right away. You will say, oh, it is creative. So you can take help from the options also. If it is creative, what is repeating here? E. So we'll reject E here and we'll start straight away with the other letters. So we have 4, R is 1, A is 3 and T is 5. So 4 1 dash 3 5, 4 1 dash 3 5, 4 1 dash 3 5. So this is gone, this is gone. After that we have I is 6. So 5 6. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Don't check, don't bother for repeats, because repeats you will get confused. Anything can be placed anywhere. Next. I'm just slightly moving outside so that you can read the question, but I'm right here, okay? Though 40 seconds are not required here, but still I have given it. For initially arrangement based questions, some people do take time. So there are 5 persons who get their salaries on 5 different dates of the same month. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. L gets the salary on the date just after M. N gets salary just before K. P gets salary just after K. P gets the salary on the 3rd of the month. So surely this is K and this is N. So this has to be M, this has to be L. There's no other option left. On which date does M get the salary? 4th. Simple. So it's still possible if you strategize accordingly and approach the questions accordingly. It's not completely, it's not gone out of your hands. So rather than wasting your time panicking, just start doing the right thing. And don't lose a single moment now. Single moment lost in negativity is just gone. It's your loss, nobody else's, remember. 6 persons have cooking classes in different months of the same year: February, March, June, August, September and December. Okay. So we can fix this only. February, March, June, August, September and December. P has the class just before Q. Only M has a class before O. So O has to be here, M has to be here. L has the class just after N and before Q. So NL will come. So immediately before Q is P, right? So NLPQ has to be there. So this is only possible when it is NLPQ like this. There is no other option. Okay. Which of the following statement is correct? L's class is in June? No. P's class is in September? Yes. Q's class is in February and M's class is in March? No. So P's class is in September. Option B is the right answer. Cool. Something new. You have not seen these questions regularly. Okay, if we have to choose the odd one out, we can clearly see +3, +3, +3, +3. Okay, that's what is going on. Verbally only you can check, right? So +3 is happening here. What about the rest of them? +3, 21, 24, +3, 27 and 1 and 5. This is not +3. Check for the others. 11, 14, +3, 17, 20, +3. 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, +3. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, +3. So this is the odd one out. Option B is the right answer. This is +4. Okay. Next. Okay, when nothing works out in your favor, nothing is working out in your favor. You're trying that, okay, there is no logic here. Always try to see, this is a very common method. SSC CPU has incorporated this multiple times. Just add their place values, okay. So this is 3, 17, 12 and 10. Okay, 12, 3, 15, 15, 17, 32 plus 10, 42. This is 4, 16, 14, 8. So this is 12, this is 30, 30 and 12, 42. Again, 7, 11, 4, 20. 7, 4, 11, 11, 22 and 20 is 42 again. And 2, 19, 13, 11. 21 and 11 is 32. Definitely 32, this is 45. So option D is the odd one out. Cool. Next. So one thing which clearly should strike you is that this is reverse, 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 reverse. So now what? Check for alternate. So this is 18, 22 plus 4. This is 8, 12 plus 4. This is 13, 16 plus 3. And this is 8, 4, 8 plus 4. So obviously option C becomes my odd one out. Okay. Next. Now, the first and foremost thing which you will do is you will obviously check the sum of the place values. So you will say that this is 19, this is 1, this is 6, this is 5, this is 20, this is 25. And you will add them. So you will get 20, 20, 40, this is 65 and 11, 76, this is 95. Not making any sense. It has to be very close. Usually it's very close. Number of letters and all you can add, subtract, that's okay. 76, 95 is too much. Okay. Could have been a possibility that I've just added 19, the first letter here, but if you try it here, it's not going to work out because this is 5, 24, 16, 1, 14, 4. So this is 16, 14, 30, 24 and 5 is 29. So 59 plus 5. This is 64. Not working out, right? So there's something else which is happening. So in these cases now, the next thing which you do is you check the reverse place values. Even that is not going to work out. Then what you do is you always start alternating. So alternate between vowels, consonants, or just simply first thing is alternating letters. When we do that, we see that 19 plus 26 plus 6 plus 22 plus 20 plus 20 plus 2. Add them. Okay. So 26 plus 6 is 32. 32 plus 22 is 54. 54 plus 20, 74. 76, 19, 95. Okay, let's quickly check for expand. So this is E, X, P, A, N, D. 14, 16, 30. And this is 49. So 30, 49 is 79 plus 8. Working. So gather. What will be the code for gather? So this is G, A, T, H, E, R. Okay. So we'll add 19 plus 9 is 28 plus 5 is 33. This is 46. 46 and 33, 79 plus 7, 86. Okay, interesting question. Coding, decoding, and this is going to take some time. Very regular question actually. But now, as it is, SSC was always stressing a lot on coding, decoding questions. If you just accept the recent questions, recent years, 2023 and 20, some questions are 24. Otherwise, coding, decoding, always they were giving very good questions there. Try to figure this out. This is also interesting. Now there are some traps often laid purposefully by examiners for students. One of those traps here is that this ID and this ID will feel the same. So your thought will be, also you'll see this M and M here. So you'll think that there is something, some reshuffling and some letters are probably changing. This is what is going to come to your mind first, okay? And you're going to apply that same logic on obtain, but you'll have to always refuse. You'll have to, always deduce from the options that this is not happening. Last ID, then it should have been IN here. It's not happening here. Okay. So that means this is not the case. Something else is happening. So now you check from the front. This is 13, this is 20 plus 7, 15, 8 minus 7, 18 and 7. Okay. Then you start getting something, but it is nothing very credible. You will start coming from the back, 13 and 4, again 15 and 9, 18 and 13, still not making a lot of sense. Okay, so always have your algorithm ready. Your coding decoding should have an algorithm of at least 10 different logics, consecutive logics, which you'll keep on applying one after the other. It's like a set of, supposedly there's a lock now. Okay, and you're trying to open that lock with various keys which you have. You don't know which key is actually going to fit. So you have a set of 10 keys. So you just, by hit and trial, you're just going to put the keys and check. That's the only best approach. You might land sometimes at the 3rd key, sometimes at the 7th key, but you'll get your answer. But the idea is to limit it. Don't, make 100 logics in this algorithm. 10 logics or 10 types, I would rather say, not specific logics. 10 types and their variations. You will be able to get it through. Okay. So when you do crisscross is when you'll realize that something is happening here. If nothing works out, just write it like this. And just write their place value. So this is 13, this is 15, 18, 2, 9, 4. Classic. Still works. And now you observe. So when you observe, you will see, okay, 13 and 8, I can see minus 5. 15 and 20, I can see plus 5. 18 and 13, I can see minus 5. 2 and 7, I can see plus 5. 9 and 4, I can see minus 5. 4 and 9, I can see plus 5. So there is particularly no order, no consonant vowel. It's just crisscross, minus 5 plus 5. This is a very favorite logic of SSC. In a lot of examinations, even in Tier 2 in CHSL, it has asked this to confuse you. So now they're asking us the code for obtain. Once you've spent good amount of time here, obtain you'll have to make very quick. So just check the first 2 letters. So this is 2 plus 5 is 7. So the first letter is G, this is gone, this is gone. The second letter will give us our answer. So 15 minus 5 is 10, so G, J. Option B is the right answer. Done? Okay. Next. This is not repeating. This is not a simple repeat pattern. This is something else. A very classic question. Let's see how many of you can figure this out. So they had done this in CHSL previous year, Tier 2, and they have done this in CGL Tier 2 also. They have presented the question like a repeat pattern, like a repeated letter series. That okay, you'll put in something and some pattern will form. But actually it was a hidden question of letter series. So 1, 2, 3, 4, comma, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Mostly 4 letter clusters. And now you work like normal letter series. So the first letter, this is 6, 2, minus 4, 2, minus 4, like this you'll do. Okay, so this is 28 minus 4 is 24. So it will be x here. 24 minus 4 is 20. 20 minus 4 is 16. So the third blank has to be x. So we got our answer. If you've understood this, you've already got your answer. But if not, then it's gone. I'll just show it to you in slightly more detail. So if you check the last letter here, so this is 26 and 23. So minus 3. Okay, 23 and 19 minus 4. Sorry, this is 20. Oh, my bad. 27 and 23 minus 4. 23 and 19 minus 4, and 19 minus 4 is going to give us 15. So O is going to come in the end. So obviously this 27, something was subtracted from 4 here. That is 1. So 1 plus 4 is 5. So first letter was E. So this is how you'll fill in the blanks and you'll get your answer. But one letter, two letters, mostly you'll get your answer, provided you figured it out that this is not a repeat pattern. Because if you look at the letters also, there is no repeat pattern. The letters are completely new. Okay. Also, you can take hint from what is common. Anything which is common vertically. Most probably we can see that there is a good chance of U being the first letter. Okay. So TRYU US. Okay, with Y there is always a U here, but after Y is a U mostly. And after Y is a U here also. So after Y will be a U in the end also. So technically this satisfies. Now let's check it out. UYTWU. Can you see a pattern? TRYU, USYU, VTYU, WUYU, XVYU. Okay. Can we see a pattern now? TU. Just leave a blank after 4 letters. TUVWX. Okay. And RSTUV. Perfect. The last two are YU. Works. So we just figured it out. This was both a repeat pattern and a partial repeat pattern. See, interesting questions you are seeing here. And you will still get the same amount of time only to actually solve them in the examination. Number series, maybe they are not asking so much, but they are asking more questions from wrong number series. That's another challenging criteria aspect. So what exactly is happening here? If I just quickly write it here, that will make it more simplified. Difference of 5. We don't know. Difference of 17, difference of 21, and difference of 25, isn't it? Okay. What about double difference? So double difference is clearly plus 4 plus 4. So it is very simplified now. This is plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So 5 plus 4 plus 9, 9 plus 4 plus 13. Everything is settled. 21 plus 9 is 30. So option A is the correct answer. Easy. Not everything is going to be difficult. It's just going to seem difficult. Syllogism, so far we haven't seen a lot of variation there. Just the number of statements and conclusions are increasing. But they are introducing in the steno paper today, some students have communicated that they are introducing some questions, I would not say all, of banking, I would not say level again, but topics. So input output, some student has said that they had seen today, machine input output. Now these have been very common topics in CUET examinations also. Okay, so now SSC is probably thinking that I have to revise and reset everything. Okay, so they are picking up regular topics, questions of normal level, because it is still a time-based examination. So some desks are trays, some trays are plates, some plates are desks. Okay. Unique scenario. All desks are plate. Can I say that? No, not at all. All plates are desks? Of course not. Some plates are trays? Yes, absolutely right. And all trays are desks? Absolutely not. There is no case of either or also, so only conclusion 3 follows. Pretty easy. Just that it's going to toy with your brain a little bit in your examination. But it's pretty easy. Answers in the chat box, guys. You can participate if you want to. Okay. So we have almost reached the end. Some coolers are mixers. Some mixers are scissors, some scissors are knives. Some knives are mixers, not at all. Some scissors are coolers, not at all. Some knives are coolers, not at all. No knife is a mixer. Again, I cannot conclude on that. Okay. Now, knife, mixer, we have 2 of them here. So, I think either 1 or 4 will be true. No, it's not there. So, then you will say none of the following follow. If either or is not there, then you will say none of them will follow. Option C is the correct answer. Okay, if it was either 1 and 4 follow, it would still have been correct, but it's not there in the options, so you will not think. What we'll do is, okay, we have, oh yeah, it's doable. We have 4 questions only. Okay. Now, based on the above, what is the relation of D to L in this expression? Okay. So, L slash C, L is the wife of C, C plus D, C is the father of D, D into P, D is the husband of P. What is L to D, or what is the relation of D to L? D is the son of L. Pretty easy. Okay, try this one first now. Giving you 30 seconds only for this. I'm moving out of the frame a little bit, but I'm here only. This is based on social and emotional intelligence. So this will only test what are your social and emotional thinking skills. How ethical will you be when you are actually in a situation of dilemma in these cases? So you and 2 of your friends are traveling by train. Your ticket status is RAC, that is reservation against cancellation. When the ticket checker comes, he agrees to give you 3 berths if you give him a bribe. What will you do? Do not, and strictly do not do what you have done, what you would have done or what you have seen around you normally happening, because that is what they want to test. You have to always stick to as close as to the ideal phenomena. That ideally what is expected. If somebody is asking a bribe, what do you do? Agree to give the bribe since it is a long journey? Not at all. Cancel it right away. Refuse to give the bribe and travel sitting in your allotted seats? Okay, we'll come back to this. Forcibly occupy the berths by threatening the occupants? Obviously not. And call your friend who is an officer in the railways to ask the ticket checker to give you a berth anyway without paying the bribe? No. A lot of people do these things, but there's very clear answer. Option B. Social and emotional intelligence, often you'll get a very clear answer. The problem is in ethical dilemma, which is right here in the next question. Try this one. This is going to blow your minds off. So the question seems to be very large, a lot of data and information to read, and that is why people have suddenly, they have gotten scared by this in the examination. But it's nothing new or it's nothing different, just a different way of approaching a critical reasoning based question. So the question reads, as the head of procurement for a government project, you have 3 bids. And very ironical question. I will not say anything else from here. Bid A is the lowest and compliant. Bid B supports local jobs but is more expensive. Bid C has better long-term reliability and a lower environmental footprint, but is the most expensive. The tender rules state you must select the lowest technically compliant bid. What will you do? This is an ethical dilemma. Okay. Which action should you take? Choose bid A strictly following the tender rules. Choose bid B to support the local economy. Choose bid C for its long-term benefits, or request a re-evaluation of the bids with new criteria. I'll tell you how this works. Okay. There is a difference between social emotional intelligence and ethical dilemma based questions. Ethical dilemma is always about choosing between right and right, or choosing between wrong and wrong. They will never ask you to choose between right and wrong. Emotional intelligence, on the other hand, will ask you to be as close to ideal as possible. So they will often offer you options which you'll delete right away. But in these cases, everything will seem either right or everything will seem either wrong. So they want to test your moral compass. That how would you react in an ethical situation? Now out here, the bid is least expensive for one person, and that is technically compliant also. You have to make your decision, right? But the other 2 bids, which are slightly higher and more expensive, they are giving you much better benefits also. Now while selecting, you are in a dilemma that should I go for money, which was the only ulterior rule which was given to me, or should I think about the overall development? Normally you are taught to do that. Okay, we should think about the overall development, betterment, this, that, and that's how you will think here also. But that is where everybody goes wrong. Now the common problem is A and D. This is a very common step. Students have a habit to attach themselves to the most easily doable thing out of the options. A lot of people do not hold that ground that, okay, if I have been asked to follow the rules, I will follow the rules blindly. They are very uncomfortable doing that. So they want to bend it somehow or the other. This shows a tendency that you're going to bend rules even in cases which will favor you and might be against the department. That is what this tests, and that is where you fail. And these are very common questions in interviews though. Nowadays they are putting it in the examinations also. What you have to do is, you have to strictly, it's written here, tender rules state you must select the lowest technically compliant bid. Choose bid A strictly following the tender rules. It's that simple. Okay, why? Because bid A is the lowest and compliant. It is following the rules. You have to be very dead about this, dead serious about this. You can't do anything. Okay, so option A is the correct answer. Got it? So with that, we are almost at the end. So the learning outcomes for today's sessions, we have practiced the 25 questions which we had planned we will start with, and wonderful variations we have seen, and we have kept it time bound. Now where will you find the PDF of this session? The PDF of this session you can find on the updated Oliveboard application. Just download the updated application. On the drop down menu, select your examination, that is SSC here. Bottom right corner, click on courses. Then this page will open up. Scroll, you will reach YouTube class PDFs. Click on the necessary class, required class, and the PDF will be all yours. Now I'll give you one additional question for homework today. So you can attempt that question, and you can attempt this question. Take the screenshot of this question. It's a very simple question. I'll move out of the screen. Take the screenshot of this question and put the correct answers in the chat box after the session is over, right? Thank you so much for joining live, guys. I'll see you around in the next class. Till then, bye-bye, namaskar, Jai Hind.